Yeah, happy New Year's, you filthy animals. Happy New Year's.
What up, though?
What's happening?
2024 in this motherfucker.
Shout out. That's Detroit Mel. I'm the wild card Mar. You know what it is, man. Happy New Year's. We are here. A new year. But same old shenanigans.
Same old. Ain't shit changed.
Yeah, ain't shit changed. I mean, how much changed in 24 hours?
Right.
Ain't that much. Same old. So, hey, how's your New Year's, my brother, man?
Good, man. Deuce in the quarter, still looking for them holes to slaughter.
Yeah, see, things ain't changed. Yeah, just so you know, yeah, things ain't changed. No, man, no, that's good, man. You sound like
spend time with the fam. You know, it's good, man. It's good.
I know, man.
Cold as a motherfucker, but you know, it's good.
Hey, I understand. Hey, you got to do you. Spend family time. I was with my godmother yesterday. Brought the fam over to her house. He had a nice little spread. Watching football, chilling, playing spades.
Yeah,
man.
You know, we ain't played spades, man. We played for the culture. You ever play that?
Oh yeah. It's almost like you gotta guess something culture related.
Yeah, it's like nigga charades.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. We did that. Played a little Family Feud.
Oh, Family Feud?
Yeah, we played Family Feud.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so like, you know, one of the questions like, name something you shouldn't take your finger. I was like, pussy.
This, and the crazy thing about it is, you would answer that in a family setting. And
it was a family setting. My Van's mom was here. You know, my niece, nephew was here. Young niece, old niece, my daughter, my sister. Still said it. Oh, I gotta tell you this part. So, my I don't know, I guess you call it my mother-in-law, but my sister is my brother-in-law's mother. You know, she kept saying, we're gonna do the WAP. We're gonna do the WAP. I say, ma'am, you know what that means? I said, I enjoy the WAP, but I don't do the WAP. And she's like, no, we're gonna do the WAP. We're gonna do the WAP. I say, will you stop saying that, please? So then I was like, Alexa, play WAP by Cardi B. She's like, oh.
Yeah.
So now you still want to do the WAP?
Oh my gosh. I can't use you sure?
Right.
I'm like, man, you ain't supposed to be saying this near me. Go on now.
And she's like, oh my God, that's so inappropriate. I said, so you asking me to do WAP? Right.
Hey yo.
Yo, I will change no matter where I'm at.
I that is quite evident now that different scenery, different year,
same nigga.
Old foolery.
Same old foolery.
Oh man, but no, man, we got some stuff to talk about for sure. We're only going to do an hour today, out of respect, because Mel got to see his Ann Arbor team go down in misery, and you know, we're not going to put that on live TV. Nobody wants to watch that, so we'll let him wallow. Oh, that's what you got for Christmas, man? That's dope.
Yeah. It's a candle.
Oh, it's a candle?
Oh, then I got the snow globe.
Oh, got the snow globe.
We UFM down over here, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, if it makes you feel good, the other M, Missouri, beat up Ohio State. Well, they didn't beat them up.
Yeah. Hey, look. Even my luggage, nigga.
Oh, got the luggage too? Oh my gosh.
Nigga, I am Michigan all the way.
All the way down. So he got to
watch this. Everything.
Yeah. See them boys in blue take on Alabama. And then, yeah, so we'll talk about that later in the show. Obviously, that some other sports things.
Right.
We'll recap some week 17 football in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta start right here, bro. Like, and man, talk to us, man. And you was at the crib watching the game, Lions Cowboys on Saturday, and then we got some more bullshit going on with the refs again, man. What the hell is going on in the NFL? What is this?
Emphasis on F.
Yeah, for fucking.
Yeah, for real, man.
Fuck.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing, though, man, and this was so blatant, and I'm not saying it because I'm a Lions fan, but you see, like the pass interference call, I think was it Tony? I can't remember. I'm trying. Well, it was a couple pass interference calls that the same officiating did not call. You know, you listen to the explanation. We all know it's BS, but you be like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, it's a judgment call. You know, we don't believe in that judgment. But this right here, it was so many video evidence of how he was incorrect that this is just ridiculous, man. I'm like, you see, here, I'll give you my scenario. Hey, what up, though? Lions Talk Sport. Oh yeah, the ref. Here's my thing, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you. When Golf threw that last pick, a nigga went upstairs. I was like, I'm thinking, Cowboy, it's 2 minutes. I had to run the clock out, and it's over with. You know, one first down, it's over with. So I'm thinking it's over with. Cowboys won it. You know, whatever. So you know, I got my phone in my hand. I saw it's 21-20. So I'm gonna get up and run back downstairs and see what happened.
Yeah.
On my way getting up, I look and the 20 just disappeared. I said, what the fuck? I think I glitching my phone, resetting the phone, refreshing.
Like,
what the fuck?
Hey, come on, somewhere, right?
I was like, damn. So then when I finally actually seen what happened, I was like, bro, you got to be kidding me.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was about that.
I got you jinxed us.
Get the full story.
So you know, when I seen what happened, I was like, there's no way in the world you can tell me this shit was done on purpose. Because I'm gonna start with this part first because I think this part is erroneous. I heard Adam Schefter reporting saying, well, and I'm paraphrasing, I remember his exact words. He said something along the lines, well, the Lions got to take some part of blame because they tried to be slick and, you know, and they outslicked themselves, so to speak.
How?
Because they're saying because they brought Penei Sewell over there and having Skipper coming in, you know, looking like he's going to report again, you know, they outslicked themselves. But my thing is like, so what you saying where they should say, hey, I'm reporting, hey, Dallas, look, I'm the one getting the ball. You got to have some kind. That's why it's called a trick play. There's some deception there. You know what I'm saying? That's the stupidest explanation I've ever heard myself. You're right. The rest will take all the blame for this one. Second of all, when you look at how they aligned, there were 7 men on the line of scrimmage because the other thing he tried to say, well, if he didn't get that flag, it'd have been illegal formation. There were 7 men on the line. So it couldn't have been a legal formation. Plus, they were lined up in a formation in a way that you knew that they believed that they reported Decker to be eligible because the way they were lined up. He was covered. St. Golf was on the line, and the rest of the team was on the line. No, the other 5 linemen was on the line. So it was lined up in a way looking like Decker, basically as a tight end.
Yeah.
So then when the player snapped, he catch the ball. Why? Tell me why they wait good 16 to 20 seconds before he throw the flag. I mean, everybody celebrating, jumping on my man. They're getting ready to go back, you know what I'm saying, to the sideline, and then they throw a flag. And then when you see, yeah, you're right. I agree with you, bro. Brad Allen is the worst ref in the league. I agree, bro. This must be is this Mike or Mike?
Yeah, that's probably Mike. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, what's up, Mike? But here's my thing, bro. When they throw the flag, it was a late flag. So that right there is already to me suspect. Second of all, when you see Decker goes up to the ref, what other reason did he have to go up to the ref? What other reason? There's no reason. He's not asking him to want to go out for pizza and beer.
I bet
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You like this deep dish?
Right. You know what I'm saying? You want the Detroit style, bro? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for him to go over there. Then when you watch the ref's body language, he doesn't pay attention to what even was going on. He's so nonchalant about it. That's your job. Your job is to hear and report, you know what I'm saying? And then take that over to Dallas and say, okay, oh no, not really. He don't have to do that. He can wait till the ball get ready to snap and say 6 days eligible.
Mm-hmm.
And he can just do like this and say, hey, look, he can just turn around, because there times players just they're on the line, just kind of give him a little like this, let him know he eligible.
Yeah.
So to me, that was dumb. He assumed, and this is my assumption, that, you know, I think he assumed, since that Skipper was reporting all day long throughout the game, that when Skipper was coming in, he didn't even look at Decker and acknowledge him. He said, oh, it must be Skipper again, and assume.
Yeah, but that's still a shitty explanation too.
I agree. My point is that it's something should be done then more than just, oh well, you know, they're just gonna be downgraded. Fuck that's gonna do. Then that means next year he can go to another game and call it another shitty game. You know what I'm saying? He just downgrade him until he do the playoffs. He can still do regular games.
Yeah.
And this is a regular game that actually really meant something.
Just to remind you, this is the same crew that did us against Packers and Chiefs. The missed pass interference. It's the same crew.
Right. That's what I was trying to remember. Yeah. You're right. So yeah, any explanation they give to me does not make any sense. And the NFL needs to do something better than what they're doing. A lot better than what they're doing.
Yeah, it's trash, dog.
This should not be allowed to happen. I mean, we can go. We on this channel several times talking about bad calls by the officials, and to some degree, I'm gonna say this: some things, because they are human, does happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at a play. I was watching a play today, college football on Oregon and Liberty, and that Liberty guy, I forgot the quarterback's name. He threw a pick. When the Oregon defender got there to get the ball hits the ground, and you can see the movement of the ground, and the ball aid him to catch the ball. Mm-hmm. They'll say, well, it's inconclusive, play still stands. Now, I disagree with that. However, that's a human element that I can live with.
Yeah.
But this right here, it's too much. You can see Jared Goff pushing Decker to go over there and tell him.
He told him. You said go report.
And Keble at the beginning of the game went over all the trick plays. I mean, there's so much evidence of this that this is, to me, is just irrefutable.
So let me ask you this: if you're a human being, how do you not acknowledge a guy that's literally in front of your face trying to check in with report to you, but you can acknowledge the guy that was, 10 feet away?
Right.
Help me understand. Help me understand. Right. So I mean, I
say Devil's Night at 4 feet. For those who don't know what Devil's Night is, it used to be a time in Detroit where before Halloween, all the abandoned houses would get set on fire. So they call that Devil's Night. So like you have like over 200, sometimes 300 fires.
Whole city on fire there.
Whole city on fire. They call it Devil's Night. But yeah, so I don't know, man. This leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth as a Lions fan, as a sports fan, as a football fan. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth because when does this end? It's the Lions today. Tomorrow it can be somebody else, and next day it can be somebody else.
Well, that's the thing. It's been that bad across the board,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And it's been just blatant things not getting called right, not. It's I don't know, man. I'm with you. I'm with all those other people. At some point in time, you got to start holding these referees accountable.
All right, what's on that?
We got to go beyond not letting them referee playoff games. We got to take them.
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that's a steep enough
That
punishment.
ain't steep enough. Like on some real shit, I'm cool with fining suspension. You know,
Especially in this case, because this is not the first time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For this particular officiating crew, you know, so it's not the first time. To me, if it's like a first time thing, you know what I'm saying, maybe suspension or maybe the downgrade thing would be okay for the first time thing. And then on top of it, this was so egregious, man. You can see so many times when my man tried to report whether it's Jared Goff pushing him over there. You see that evidence with them two standing in front of them saying something. And then with the league coming out with that statement about, well, you know, the Lions should take some of the blame because they kind of be deceptive. That's the whole point of a trick play. What the fuck are you talking about? That's the whole point of a trick play.
Hey, but let me ask you this though, Mel. As a Lions fan, there was 3 opportunities and he kept going for it. Like, you're okay with that? You're
yeah. I mean that's a different discussion too. I think that some of his play calling and aggressiveness was kind of questionable. You know, I think that I understand it from this. I'll say this. I understand from this standpoint. It's not me absolving Dan Campbell, but I understand it from like he may have felt, hey, the way things been going, let me just go for the win because we might not be able to pull it off in overtime. However, I think too, you gotta look at if this is the universe telling us, you know what I'm saying, hey, we might have to go ahead and kick this extra point, tie it up, and take our chance in the overtime.
Yeah, they like take it. Just take it.
You know what I'm saying? Because the defense wasn't playing horrible.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You take away that muff tackle from Barnes. Are you on mute? I can't hear you. Or you talking, Nick?
Hit it back. They just held them to a field goal right before that drive.
Yeah,
like they got the ball tight and they stopped them.
Right.
I thought they had all the momentum.
Correct. So I think that if you take away that particular play, CeeDee Lamb, him missing that the blitz, he had a clear shot at Dak. That's 2 points. You gotta add that too. That'd been 2 points. Then we weren't even talking about this. You know what I'm saying? And then Dan Campbell being aggressive and not taking that 3 points after the was it the pick? I think it was no, they got 3 points on that pick. It was like the touchback. After the touchback, and they got down the red zone. She took those 3 points. Now it's 5 points.
Yeah,
it's irrelevant anymore. This is not a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
He leaves too many points on the field.
Yeah,
you can be aggressive, but he is way past the point of aggressiveness, and he is reckless.
Mm-hmm.
He's reckless with his aggressiveness because you cannot leave points on the field. That's how you get eliminated in the playoffs.
Right.
When you mismanage a game and you don't know when to go for it. Yesterday, the Bengals and the Chiefs, 17-13. You kick the field goal, Bengals. You're up by a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. If you're kicking it and you're up 6, you're playing the Chiefs, you want to get a touchdown. But that put you up 7, and they were reckless there too.
Yeah.
So you can't leave points on the field like that. You gotta get points in these, especially this year when scoring's down and you're not looking at 35, 38 games every week like we've seen the last couple of years.
Right.
Those field goals make a difference because that changes your strategy going forward.
So I'll say this too, Nick.
When you get the penalty and you go back and he keeps the pedal to the metal, horrible. Yeah. Then you throw the pick. Now that's a sign from God. We had a penalty.
Right.
We throw a pick. Let's try it again. Maybe that's not. No, that's.
I'll say this too. Like, I think too, when you talking about being aggressive, it still has to go according to how the game is going. This particular game, things were tight, so points was at a premium. So anytime you have a chance to get points, you score points. You know what I'm saying? So I think like if say for instance like the one he went for a 4th down, if you see that you kind of easily scoring on a team, then yeah, you might want to go ahead and go for the jugular and kind of pull it out of reach kind of early, so to speak. But in a game like this where it's tight, you know, and points is at a premium, you take the points always.
Yeah.
And where you're at matters.
Yeah, that too.
That's why when you line up for an extra point and you're at the 2, and then there's a penalty and you get it to the 1, you see a lot of people go for it because the odds and the percentages of making it from the 1 are so much greater than the 2.
Right.
I don't know what the numbers are from the fall off of going for it from the 2 to the 7. And then from the 7 to the 3.5. I mean, dude, if I'm Goff, I walk off the field at some point and be like, hey, dumbass, kick the goddamn thing. I'm calling the offense off. Tie this game up, and we'll take our chances there. Like, we used our best play.
Yeah.
The bullshit happened.
Yeah.
And then, like, take the fucking sign from God. Like, hey, all right, kick the ball, and then let's play it out from there, man. Like, the chances are gone. Our best plays are gone.
Yeah. For this. Right.
Logic's got to set in, and not, we got this.
And to your point, Nick, the way that the game was going, is like, even if you take it into overtime, I'm pretty sure your defense has been good enough that you're not going to allow them to score on the first overtime drive down the field. So it's like
because McCagnon was just as awful on McCarthy.
Yeah.
Was just as
How you not run the clock out? How you not run the clock out?
Like, I don't want the game, and then it's like, no, I don't want the game. No, you take the game.
That's the record. I don't know if you heard before you came on, but that's what I was telling Lamar. I was like, well, it's 2 minutes left. Dallas got the ball on that pick. They don't need to run the clock out. One first down is over with.
Yeah. Well, just to be
I was
clear,
like,
I've never heard you before I came. I've never heard you.
Okay. That's a good thing.
That's so great.
Yeah, so I'm
we
like,
don't agree on much, but here we are.
Major pause on all that.
No pause. Just accelerate those words fast. I have never heard you. I have never thought.
No.
Never accidentally left the browser open.
No. We're not going to allow none of that to continue.
Back to football, please.
And Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New Year, my brother.
I see Mel got lighting for Christmas. Last time I saw you, bro, you were so.
Bro, I went to Five Below and got the little touch lights. Set them on up.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, I feel bad for the Lions. I feel bad for the players because I felt that the call is the call. Like, I get that it's horrible. It looks like everything the Lions did. Did you see Rex Ryan?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
he's like, you speak to the referees before the game when you have a trick play, and you tell them, we get in this situation, we might do this. We're gonna bring in someone else. I guess because the backup came over, the ref is trying to say, because Decker's always in, right? Decker's the normal guy.
So I think because they kept reporting Skipper throughout the game. But I'll see one thing when I did the No Name podcast, I said this too. When one thing about Ben Johnson, when he calls a game, he runs plays to set up for other plays. You know what I'm saying? So he like for instance, he keep running Gibbs up the middle. You know what I'm saying, to set up for the play action. So even though he knows it's not working, he gonna keep doing that to set the play action. Or he'll run Penei Sewell in motion all the time, and that last time he'll run Penei Sewell out as an eligible receiver to catch the ball like he did last year against the Vikings. And so this time, what he did was they kept reporting Skipper in to get Dallas used to hearing Skipper is eligible. Skipper is a guard was eligible
with the UTU.
Yeah, so that was the whole point of Skipper coming in and out, and that's why he came in on that play to kind of be part of the faking Dallas out. Right. Yeah, that was kind of what it was. Great play call.
I mean, it was good. He went up and caught it too, like a receiver.
Yeah. He like 6'7". He do throw it up there.
Yeah,
he's a big guy.
But I mean, he caught it right.
Yeah,
he didn't like body it. Like you see linemen, they try to body everything.
Yeah,
kind of like Garrett
Wilson. Are very athletic, man. Because the one that Penei Sewell caught. He caught the ball. Like I was like, wow. And he actually ran with it for a minute. So, but anyway, man, I just think that something need to be done about the refereeing period. This is just getting out of hand, especially with this crew. And I don't understand how they allowed, because it ain't the first time this happened with this crew.
No.
How they allowed to continue doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I think that's the part that as sports fans is probably the most grotesque part about this situation, is that you continue to let it happen over and over and over again. Like, one time is more than enough that it should be happening, to be honest.
And you open the door for people to say it's rigged.
Come on. Gambling's involved.
I'm just saying, but you, whether it is or not, you still opening that door now. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanted to still hold it, if say it says rigged, I'm still like on the fence about what it is, but say it's rigged. You know what I'm saying?
Entertainment. It's WWE at its finest.
Yeah, let me finish my point.
Are you saying it's going to be like Earl and Joey Hebner? There's going to be like a good ref and a bad ref, and we don't know which one it is.
Which one is?
$1 million man shows up.
You got to have a good ref.
Jones is $1 million man, and we got the evil Hebner referee.
Right.
Hey, you got to have a good and bad.
My point is,
if you bad ref, all right?
Right. If you want to keep the facade up like it's real, you can't have this egregious stuff like this happen. Think about before it actually came out. You know, we always assumed that wrestling was fake. People always had that assumption.
Whoa!
How dare you?
Scripted. I'm sorry, scripted. That make you feel better?
2024.
Scripted. Before we realized the wrestling was
opera.
Scripted.
Soap opera.
Right. Before we realized it was scripted. We already had an idea that it was scripted before they actually came out and said, hey, this is scripted. And I think with the NFL, if this is a scripted type thing, you keep the facade up as long as you need to. Stuff like this, you need to nip it in the bud quick. Or you're going to have people like, because I think if you find out that this is scripted, you're going to lose a lot of people.
Nah.
I think so.
I don't know.
I mean, because like when I watch wrestling, I'm watching it for that acting or the scripture. You know, so I'm watching it for that. I'm expecting that. But when I'm rooting for a particular team
in the NFL,
you know, I want to see, especially those who play sports. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at it from like our, you know, we live in our glory days, so to speak. There's nostalgic of playing, all that kind of stuff. And then you tell me when you get to this level of scripted, I lose interest.
I can't see that.
I would. That's just me.
I can't see it being scripted.
Oh, okay.
As somebody who I played high school basketball, I was recruited for college.
Right.
I can't imagine ever getting to a point with how much I love the game and how much I love being competitive, where somebody had to sit me down and tell me, all right,
that's my other point.
We're not going to win this game because this is this.
Yeah.
Well, like, if you know it's scripted, why would you go sign with the Jets as a free agent?
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't think it's the players that's doing it. I think it's the actual entity.
So it's more manipulated than
manipulated during officiating.
Then that's a better word. It's more being manipulated and not scripted, because scripted involves that everyone has to be on board with it.
Yeah.
Because you know, I have to know that when to throw the game and when not to throw the game. You know what I'm saying? If from a player perspective.
Depending on if their check cleared, right?
Right. But if you talk about it's being manipulated, only a few people have to know, like maybe the refs.
Yeah.
You Rogers again, you know what I'm saying? Because then you can say, okay, this play here, throw a flag. And that makes more sense than saying the scripted to me.
Yeah.
I can't go with scripted or rigged.
I can see one thing coming out of this. And I believe it was Detroit, Phil Luckett with the coin toss, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was in Detroit on Thanksgiving.
I think so, yeah.
When he messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
What came out of that? Now you announce it before it's in the air and you verify it. I can see refs being mic'd up to have recording of what was said. You know what I mean? That could be something I see coming out of this.
So you can play it back.
Referees are mic'd up by the league, and the NFL Players Association, the reps or the president, gets access to things, and you can hear the whole. You release the game tape where you hear penalties being discussed. So if there's any shady shit going on, here's the audio from the referees.
Right.
That's what I would push for. If I was a Players Association, we want audio of referees, all their conversations, that we don't have to hear it during the game, but there better not be no edit and full feeds available.
Right.
Like,
I like
you
that
pick
idea.
up a flag, what was the discussion? Why'd you pick up the flag? If you saw a hold, how you saying it's not a hold after talking to someone else? They're supposed to be looking at something else. That's your responsibility. How you getting something out of it if it's a hold?
Right.
You know, if a lineman's holding, referees watching this side, umpires watching that side. Everyone else has their jobs downfield. How the fuck you get talked out of it? I saw a hold. No, you didn't. What?
The Jedi mind trick. No, you didn't. No, I didn't.
flag yesterday in one of the games. I think it was Kansas City.
You saw nothing.
Yeah, you throw a flag, and then you get together. But on each play, everyone's got their responsibilities of what they're supposed to view, who they're supposed to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
How you missed that?
Did you tell me I didn't see what I saw?
Yeah,
I agree.
Not on a hold. A hold is a hold.
Mm-hmm.
And if 2 people out of 7 are watching the same thing, that means there's 10 other matchups that 4 or 5 guys have to account for, or ladies.
Right.
They put these thick booties on the sidelines now for everyone to see.
I've been pushing for that.
Couple of them are nice views. Couple of them,
Right,
nice.
I'm like,
nice
what play? What play, ma'am? I didn't see that. I be throwing my flag on the ground. Can you pick that up for me?
Yeah.
I can't with y'all. Yeah,
speaking of illegal touching. Sorry.
Oh man, yeah. That was good. I give it to you. I give it to you. That was good. I mean, obviously NFL got their issues to fix with officiating. Hopefully, I'm saying it now, because
right.
Next week it's division games all next week, and they're all going to matter to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need no mess next week, and we don't need none of this mess trickling into the playoffs. All right, so let's leave it in the regular season and get right in the playoffs, because this shit is getting ridiculous. Because we don't want to keep talking about officiating when we should be talking about a football game that happened to be a very a solid football game between the Cowboys and the Lions. But hey,
a lot of mistakes though.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, I will say that
a close game isn't always a good game. It's not always well played. And I thought I think the coaches and players both sides fucked up a lot, but it made it an interesting game because you either hate the Cowboys or like the Cowboys. That's how it is. So I think America was rooting for the Lions, so we were overly invested, right? Like Lamar, we know you are, Mel, but for me and you, Mel, Mar, we don't want to see them Cowboys win. We're like, all right, let's see Detroit do it. We're ready. I'm ready for Detroit to come up. I'm rooting for it, man. I like what they got going.
Well, it's just the Cowboys. It's just the Cowboys, because they're obnoxious fans that talk about them. And
that's what it is. It's a lot. And I think, too with. Hold on a second. Y'all go ahead. Hold on a second. Damn, man, you all right?
Fucking rookies. Look at this, man. New year, new lungs. What
baby lungs? What the hell? You got some baby lungs, nigga. What's going on?
I was trying to talk and I inhaled at the same time, so it went down the wrong pipe. Pause. Huge pause.
Your lungs are working as well as the referees did on Saturday.
Anyway.
Yeah, your lungs need to be on suspension too.
No, they have been, dog. I haven't smoked in like 2-3 weeks. So
did you see
hours?
Yeah, you good? Right, me too. I'm not gonna say minutes.
No. Bruh, Christmas, man. Christmas broke me down, dog.
You can't smoke on Christmas, nigga?
No, I didn't have no weed because I was bro, it's Christmas.
Oh, you gotta at least get like the $30 vape to have a backup.
No. I don't smoke no trash.
You don't like
but if you can't afford the amount of greenery that you are accustomed to,
the amount of greenery,
you get some sort of. At least you get some sort of.
Yeah, he missed a little. Yes, sir. You need to have the right amount of greenery,
quality, not quantity. I'm about quality. But no, there were some other games that had some,
what's up with Philly, man?
I was about to say,
shout out to the Cardinals for beating both the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yeah. Right. They're going through the NFC East, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, we got y'all.
Tyler Murray for MVP after yesterday, baby.
Bruh, I mean, I don't know what's up, but I know there's a lot of Eagles fans who are not happy with their team, and you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be losing.
Was that 4 in a row?
No, they
3 in a
won.
row.
They were 10-1 with the one being to the Jets, but then they won a few after that in October, and now they're 11-5.
11-5, yeah. 11-5.
They're 1-4 in their last 5 games.
Well, they didn't lose like a couple in a row, though, right?
Yeah, but hold on to play devil's advocate. If you look at this schedule, man, they had a gauntlet, bro.
Yeah. Are you counting the Cardinals as part of that gauntlet?
No, I'm not counting that. All I'm saying is for them, there's some games that they pulled out against, Buffalo, Kansas City, and there's some games where, San Francisco and Dallas where they got smoked. And all of this is literally in consecutive weeks. So I'm not making no excuse. I'm just pointing out there that the fact is, play devil's advocate, the Eagles had a hell of a schedule.
Well, I'll speak to I was speaking to what you're saying. I will agree with that if these factors are a part of it. If you lose a good game playing that gauntlet, that still doesn't take away from you as a team.
Oh yeah, they can ask
because this is the NFL, so any team, any given Sunday, and all of them are professionals. But if you lose and get blown out, you know what I'm saying, and then the team that you should be beating, you barely beaten, then it's time to raise some concerns. And then you go to this week when you lose to the Cardinals, that should be like, that's we gonna win this game. They trying to lose, they move up in the damn stands.
And you can't blame the offense. The offense put up 31 points.
Right.
And
the defense is what we was talking about at the beginning of the season.
Game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he makes that much of a difference. They play a lot of zones, so it's not like you're losing like a Revis or Dion,
right?
In order to their defense. I'm not putting him all time on that level, but that was a shutdown guy who took away your number one.
Right,
played doing a lot in Philly, so
it
doesn't make sense that. And you changed play callers mid-season too with the defensive coordinator in Philly. So I don't know.
How does Matt Patricia make this better? How does Matt Patricia make your defense better? Matt Patricia?
I don't understand. After you seen what he
looks super white trash, so he fits into Philly's dynamic. Super white trash. I can't say the N-word, but I will drop a WT bomb whenever the hell I can. No, Matt Patricia.
What you saying? White trash nigga? What you trying to say?
Mega white trash. Mega white trash. But he looks like he's got paper plates on his coffee table with Pepsi cans stuck to them because they've been there for so goddamn long.
Hell no.
Flashbacks to being a cable guy. You don't know some of the shit people have.
Trust me, I understand. I've been in several homes.
Horrible.
But
Matt Patricia.
I don't know, man. To your point, how did you see what Matt Patricia did in Detroit and then go to New England? New England doesn't want him. And you just say, "Hey, we'll take him."
Well, New England brought him in as offensive coordinator,
and you see how bad that he did. You know what I'm saying? So why would you pick him up in Philly? I don't understand the logic behind that.
I think everybody thinks that you can bottle up the magic that the Patriots had years ago and just say, "Oh, you were there. You're going to bring that here." Right. Everybody was getting head coaching jobs, and you see they all fail.
Right.
Charlie.
When do you wake up?
Romeo Correll failed. You got a couple options. McDaniels failed multiple times. Patricia failed. O'Brien failed.
O'Brien saw a little bit of success, just a little bit, but it faded away just as quickly as it got there.
But he was out of Belichick's tree for a while. Went to Penn State, then to Houston, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Giants head coach, Judge.
Yeah, Judge.
Another guy that they just, all right, he's going to be successful here. Mangini with the Jets. We got to a playoff game one year, but
Mangini was garbage.
Failure after failure.
Do you count Flores as a fail?
He didn't have a winning record.
What'd you say? You say he didn't?
He was from that. I honestly forgot he was part of the coaching tree.
I would say asterisk. Because my thing is he didn't have enough time in Miami to really see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? So
I got a good analogy for you. Now I'm not putting them on that level because I don't think Miami's ever going to win anything. But with the hype around Miami, it's almost like Flores was Mark Jackson. Built everything.
Right.
And they were like, all right, we're going to go to another coach now.
That's not a bad analogy.
You just said Tony Dungy.
I just don't think Miami's going to win a bunch of Super Bowls like the Warriors won titles.
Right.
No.
But you saw a shitty team have a good foundation laid.
Right.
And then you bring in another guy right as they're about to become a quality.
No, that's why I understood that analogy.
Yeah, it's good now.
I totally read it that way.
Yeah.
I think Flores deserves another shot. I really think he does.
Hey, well, let's be honest. He actually got that Minnesota defense who was actually piss poor last year and actually got them like at least an average defense this year. So at least give him that credit for sure.
Right.
So, hey, Ravens, man, put a smackdown on the Dolphins, man. I was not surprised.
I'll be surprised. I'm gonna say I'll be surprised.
No, I'm not surprised. I know Nick has said it. I have said it a million times, and I know it always is a conversation that gets brought up in the I.O.W. Facebook page. But these dudes, they don't. Come on, are we really saying that's a quality win beating the Cowboys? We see what the Cowboys are,
and it wasn't a blowout. I mean.
Right?
What's that? Yeah.
Offensive Cowboys are like, we're going to beat bad teams, minus the Cardinals. We're going to beat bad teams. But then when we play a good team, like the winning team Miami beat was the Cowboys on the road. And the Cowboys on the road are shit.
Yeah. They're terrible on the road.
Yeah, they don't bring their own rest with them, obviously.
Hey, that's another part of that situation, and I don't mean to reverse it a little bit, but
go ahead.
They need them home games, bro. They need them home games.
About Philly losing, right? It gives the Cowboys that home game.
Yeah, Dallas needs that home game. Say what you want. Dallas on the road is a dub for the opposition.
Right.
That's what we've seen all year. I mean, especially on natural, for some reason on natural grass too. Oh, they definitely can't play on it. I don't know. I'm not trying to point out some weird, points about the game, but that's what it's like.
Statistics, you're right. So but I don't know, man. I just don't think that Miami, Dallas, all those are really legit contenders.
I owe Buffalo apology. Bills Mafia, my bad. It was a couple of weeks back. Now I said, nah, man, y'all done, son. Stick a fork in them.
I mean, that's how they're playing, though.
Well, yeah,
that's how they're playing that way.
And next thing you know, I think they
deserved, though. At the time, it was deserved. Like,
it
looked good,
right?
But I can say I was wrong overall, and I can really say that these dudes probably win that division,
bro. In the AFC, it's like what 5 or 6 teams, or 7 or 6.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is all they got to do is go into Miami and beat them up like they did.
That would be 3 weeks ago, Mel. That only equals 13 games. That would be 3 weeks ago.
Damn. My bad.
Jamel, the mathematician, you are not. Mel doing shows from before Christmas, back when Lamar could smoke.
And it's a Sunday night, and you saw Tua, favoring that left his throwing side, on his arm, on his shoulder. Hey, man,
it's Buffalo right now is at the 6th seed.
Yes,
if they win,
they can go to the 2 seed.
They win, they go to 2. If they lose, they could be out.
Wow,
they got everything riding on this game, and they're going to go full tilt. And they're going to play, as bro.
And it's in Miami. That's tough to go to in Miami from Buffalo of the Northeast to go down there in December. Not that it's mega hot down there, but still, that air is different from going to that crisp Canuck air that they got up in southern Canada. To go to Miami and play like Jets, Patriots, even during the Patriots' heyday with Brady, they've lost games on Monday night bad down in Miami.
That's fair.
So I don't think it's.
It's not a lock.
No, but like right now, you're looking at the Cowboys hosting the 7th seed in the first round, either the Saints, the Seahawks, the Packers.
But here's the thing, though, Nick. Now the Dolphins have been pretty banged up this year. Now they're losing Bradley Chubb. They lost, Phillips. So they're losing pass rush. And if you do not get after Josh Allen, it is hell for you.
Right.
It's hell for you. If you don't get bodies on Josh Allen, it's going to be a long day for you. that dude gets cooking,
Mm-hmm.
you have a problem on your hands.
It's going to be the same game that we just saw.
Think so?
The Bills are going to bully the shit out of the Dolphins, and they'll run it. They'll run it. Cook will have a huge day, and then they'll hit passes when you're trying to stop the run. And they'll have wide open guys, and someone like Gabe Davis will break one, or Shakir, the tight ends. Like they're going to have a big day. I think Buffalo's going to have a really, really big day.
Miami's defense is losing bodies, like key people,
quickly.
So it's like,
they weren't great to begin with.
No, not a defense. It wasn't. I mean,
a winning team. If your defense is going to be labeled not even great, good, give me top 12. You want to be a playoff team, you got to be able to stop a winning team and beat them. And as much as you could say the offense falls on the defense just as much, because you got fucking rolled yesterday. Tua didn't play bad. Hill dropped a touchdown pass, and then someone else dropped. Tua was putting up almost 30 points if those guys catch that. Not that I'm a Miami apologist toward the truther or defender, but you can't shit on Tua. I thought Tua played a nice game. He played within the game plan. He didn't try to do too much.
Yeah, but the problem is the moment that Baltimore made adjustments, they shut all that shit down. So my thing is how long would it matter? They were able to get a read on what Tua was trying to do. He's deliberately trying to get the ball out of his hands quick. That makes it easier for you to make sure that, hey man, these routes are going to be real compact. They're not going to be, no elaborate type of, route. So you start playing zone and killing those passing lanes. You make him bring the ball back down or stutter. It's a done deal for Tua. He's a timing quarterback. Like, he got to get that ball out. Like, that's what's been
I agree with you. I think too, also, with the speed you have, getting the ball out quick and let the speed do the work is the type of play that I like to do. You got Tariq and Waddle, and even to some degree Marshall out the backfield. I think that when you're going up
playing, because I think they was without Waddle and Mostert yesterday.
So that kind of messes up what they want to do too.
Yeah.
They build on speed.
An eye ahead, right?
Yeah.
All right, we lose the home field, but we got to beat Buffalo the following week. Let's make sure we're 100% or as close to 100% as we can be for that and beyond.
Right.
You bring Waddle in, he gets bodied or bullied up, or you rather wait, even if you got to wait to the playoffs. If you lose this game to Buffalo, you had a bad ending, but you want to be 100% going into Kansas City.
Right.
That would be the 6-3 matchup in round one. Would be, if Miami loses, would be Miami going into Kansas City.
Which makes sense. I mean, now you want to push for the playoffs. So I agree with that.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
If Cleveland wins and Miami loses, Miami goes to 6. If Miami and Cleveland both lose this week, I'm not sure how it falls. But I do love the Browns. I think
do too, man.
I'm telling you right now, the best possible story, and we know how the stories always come around this time of year, right? Joe Flacco going into Baltimore for the AFC Championship would be the top story.
Yeah.
Somebody said that to me the other day, bro. I can't remember who.
In the group. I don't know if you saw it.
Who did it? Who did it in the group?
I looked at FanDuel. You put $20 down on the Rams and the Browns to win the conferences. $20 is like $14,000. Really? I'm a big believer in you take the hot team. And the Rams, since Kupp has been back, Stafford's been MVP level. Kyron Williams is back and healthy. He's running the ball like a monster. And then you look at what the Browns keep doing. And they lit up the Jets without Amari Cooper and their number 2, Elijah Moore, for most of the game. And Chubb. Like, Stefanski's coach of the year. I don't think there's an argument that he's going to win a second coach of the year job in 5 years. Very underrated coach, man. And multiple injuries to the line. Chubb, quarterbacks. You're on your 4th quarterback, a guy you signed, and you're the hottest team in football, the most impressive team in football since December 1st.
It's like they gotten better.
They got better with losers.
Right. So now, as a Brown organization, what do you do with Deshaun when he comes back?
Mm.
What do you do about that? I mean, it's really too much you can't do because
fucking masseuses and set his ass up.
Because you gave up so much for him, and he has not lived up to what you got.
No, there's not, Mel. Nick just said it. There's
body cam, webcam. You get one of them homeless hookers walking around the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, come here, bitch, I got a job for you.
Not the homeless hooker.
The homeless one. Hey, you got to get this money back.
You gotta get too much money. You still live on the streets and you tricking?
Bruh, hey, Deshaun.
Your pussy trash.
Hey, you gonna have to.
You put that female referee with that booty on the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
You bend over to pick up a flag. He's hiding the bug out of his head.
I'm gonna need a massage.
Holding referee. Contract canceled.
Yo,
You want to be taking her by the hand and bringing her into the blue tent.
Right.
Wildin', man. I mean, no, I mean that does that puts you in a situation where you like you gotta have a conversation business wise. Like, hey, bro, I mean, we R word. You gotta hit him with the R word. Restructure.
Well, I'm saying rape, nigga. I'll tell you.
No restructuring.
Oh, I'm about to say you gotta be. You can't just say the R word. I'm like, you talking about rape?
No restructuring.
And they better figure it out.
Fully guaranteed.
Yeah, we know it's fully guaranteed. We better figure out how to restructure it.
You can't. Every dollar is guaranteed to him. You can't.
You gotta send somebody with a ski mask.
You get a regular contract in the NFL, for argument's sake, 100 million, 50 million guaranteed.
Right.
When you go to restructure it, what you do is you take some of that unguaranteed money that's in there and you forward it to now to give a signing bonus to lower your cap hit. But now you're adding extra guaranteed money on the back end of it. Doesn't matter with his.
Yeah.
All it does is changing the yearly cap hit because every dollar is guaranteed. There's no fake bonus money you can convert into a signing bonus.
Is it 232?
That's the awfulness of this contract is you gave it to him and was second he signed pen to paper, Lamar, he gets what are you going to give him, Shohei Ohtani? Hey, we'll give you 10 years from now, we'll give you 30 million a year when the cap is 450 million. But you can't. You can lower the cap hits, but now you're extending the length of this awful contract. That's the fucking dilemma for them.
Let me ask you this though. So which is worse, what the Browns did with Deshaun or what Denver did with Russell?
Russell can play. Russell doesn't have the character defects. Russell just isn't a fit. And this is something we've said on the show. Word for word. I'm not going to say who, but somebody said, all of us, it's a horrible fit. Russell Wilson has never been a read, react, release quarterback his entire career. Sean Payton was spoiled with Drew Brees, who catch, boom, gone.
Right.
Was on point, was accurate, ball out on time. Guys were in a position to catch and run. Even somebody who's not the quickest guy in the league, like Michael Thomas, was getting yacked because the ball always got there at the right time. Right. Russ is, I'm going to play street ball. I'm going to dip. I'm going to run around. Oh, I'm going to dump it over. Oh, it's an exciting play. 6 yards. Like, that's the shit that Sean Payton is losing his fucking mind over. And then he's checking to the wrong place. He's not reading the defense the right way. And it's a horrible marriage. But financially, they're both on par, right? Okay. They both gave up multiple ones. They both gave up about the same amount of money. I don't think Russell's is fully guaranteed. But
it's a big chunk of change there.
I'll tell you right now, I think Kirk Cousins to Denver under Sean Payton would be very scary for the NFL.
That's not a bad take. I mean, because he's the type of quarterback that Sean Payton likes.
Yeah. You're not in a position to go get one of these quarterbacks high this year. I don't see Payton have the patience to develop a guy and play him. Go give Kirk that $40 million, come in for a year or 2-year, 3-year deal so you can extend the cap hit and get out of the Russ shit. But I was thinking about that yesterday when I saw Kirk Cousins on the sideline. Like, where's he going to end up? And I was like, you know what, man? If they move on from Russ, That's that type of quarterback that Sean Payton loves. He's not fleet of foot. I'm gonna stand in the pocket. I'm gonna make my throws. The ball's gonna come out on time. You can see that offense go to another level. Not that I'm rooting for Denver to do well, but I was just thinking about.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, then now you in Cleveland, what do you do? Say Flacco takes you far. I mean, we already know Flacco's not a long term because he's old, but I'm just saying in general, Flacco takes you far to the conference championship.
I mean,
then what you do?
He's always said he had interest in playing till 40.
Yeah.
He's 38 now. You get 2 more years out of him. I mean, he's taking care of his body. You could see from when he was 2013 or whatever, going to the Super Bowl, he was muscular, more bigger. But now he's got like that Brady frame to him, where he's more toned, more chiseled. Like, he's done his job. You know, he's taking care of his body to play along. The rules help in the NFL. You can't fucking touch a quarterback anymore.
Right.
So if you're having fun and you're winning, and you have Nick Chubb coming back, and you have a great defense, and you got an elite offensive line, I would play as long as they want me, and I can do it. He's always had a big, strong arm, and he's smart. And Stefanski is a great coach. I think that is just so underrated. He almost had Baker Mayfield beat the Chiefs in Kansas City that one year in the playoff game when Mayfield dove for the pylon on that great run that he had. I think he won Coach of the Year that year.
So you sitting Deshaun down on the bench, or what you doing?
If you're in the business of winning, how do you go back to him? If you're winning more without him, and you're not just winning, you're not like 13-10, you're not winning 12-10 on 6 safeties from the defense. Right. You look like an elite machine right now without your best running back, without your 2 tackles, on your 4th quarterback. Sometimes fit is better than talent.
I agree.
Look at Vinny Testaverde for years. Was horrible. Got to Bill Parcells. That system, he throws 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in 1998, which was huge numbers. And when everyone's like, what the fuck's this been? He was an interception machine in Tampa Bay and in Cleveland. He comes to the Jets with Parcells. That system was great. Never saw it again. After Parcells was done, Vinny was just back to Vinny.
Right.
So fit matters in this league, man.
It does, but there's always that business side of the situation where they're looking at, nah, man, I'm paying you way too much money to be riding the pine. And, a lot of these injuries, those players are coming back. So they're going to give Deshaun Watson all the, opportunity around with all the talent at the same time. Because they're paying them way too much money. So I trust,
they're paying them a lot of money.
I 100% agree with what you're saying, but just that for business purposes, they're gonna put Deshaun Watson out there as the starter next year.
How can you? I mean, I don't think you can stamp that right now. I think it's to be determined. Like Mel said, if they go on a run,
it's hard to go back to that.
It's not like you were doing this on offense when Watson was there. There were struggles.
So are you
saying? And then here's the thing too. You gotta look at too, Lamar.
Carson Wentz, Nick Foles situation. Like, is this what we're doing?
My thing is
Wentz was playing at MVP level, and Foles came in and just kept that going.
Yeah, I mean, and Watson.
And they not that far away in the way and style as Flacco and Deshaun is. So when Deshaun comes in, it's a different type of offense, a different way you got to run it versus when Flacco's there. When Nick Foles and Wentz, that's kind of similar. So you didn't have to change much. You didn't have to tweak much.
No, I 100% agree with you, fellas. Football wise, it makes no sense to go back to him. I'm saying business wise, the other side of this coin is that they're looking at all that money they're paying. Who's going to sit there? Who's sitting there on? You just sitting there on the pine?
It's a tough decision, man. It's a tough decision.
To win games, bro. Sometimes you get a revelation. You get a moment in time where it's so obvious to everyone, and the owner's going to have to be like, figure a way to get this out of here, figure out a way to lessen this blow, or if we just got to cut ties and move on as an organization, we'll do it. And it's easier to do that when you're coming off of a playoff win or two than it is being
people will buy that more.
Shit show. People will accept it because they saw how good you were without him.
All right.
And if you got to burn the cap for 2 years, burn it. You paid everyone you needed to pay.
So let me ask,
paid, Garrett's paid, Chubb's paid, Cooper's paid. Everyone's got their money already, and you're still this good.
Let me ask you this as a follow-up: so you cut ties with Deshaun Watson? Is that the end of Deshaun Watson's career?
No.
Is it the end of his career? No, because there's teams that are always desperate, and quarterbacks will always find a way to get a job. You're as a starter without injury, I think he reverts to just a backup role. And it's sad that someone who battled Mahomes in a playoff game was up on them, looked better than Mahomes. 24-0 on you guys, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we were all saying Watson was the next big thing in the NFL. Like, you're looking at a guy who made some horrible decisions off the field, and all the time off the field has affected his abilities and agilities on the field. I don't know how anybody gets excited and goes and says, hey, man, we're going to bring you in. You're a prize free agent. You might get someone to take a chance on him. You know? I mean, Bieniemy in Washington I think Bieniemy is...
That's not a bad idea.
Coach well.
That's not a bad idea.
For him, you got some nice weapons there. You get either an elite weapon or a big offensive lineman this year if he becomes available. But I don't know. I just don't think you can rule out and say 2024 opening day, Deshaun Watson's back to being starter. I don't think that can be said. Cleveland goes in and beats Jacksonville or the Colts, whoever wins that division, and then they go into Baltimore or Buffalo, wherever they end up with the other games. They make the AFC Championship. How do you not roll with Flacco at that point? If he wants to play, I mean, you lock that guy up.
I don't disagree. I think
it's determined though, right?
I don't think it's a cut and dry decision you can make. You know what I'm saying? Because both ways you have a tough decision. If you got a guy that took you deep into the playoffs, and you look at the regular season when he played, he actually turned the team around. You know, and you look at another guy you paying all this money for, but he hasn't lived up to the money that you paying him. That's a tough decision to make. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at teams roll on momentums. You look at some on the offseason come, and you look at where a team end up. Like take the Lions when they finished that strong at the end of the year, they rolled that into the following year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Teams do that. So if you Cleveland and you in that strong, you're gonna roll that into next year. Hey, look what we did, and then you can't. It's hard to yank that piece, most important, but important piece to that out of there and put in another piece. It's just the chemistry thing is just throws it all off.
Winning outweighs everything, and you can't change your chemistry and your formula and hope someone else can do the same thing. Sometimes it's just quarterback and coordinator click, and it opens up everybody's eyes. Even it doesn't have to be the greatest quarterback. I'll go Jet reference again. 1999, Vinny started, ruptures his Achilles. They went to Rick Meyer for a few games, and he was horrendous. And then they went to Ray Lucas, who was a special teamer, and it clicked. And they went 6-2 down the end, and Ray Lucas beat Brett Favre, Troy Aikman, Dan Marino twice.
I remember him.
Like it doesn't matter the quarterback or the resume. Sometimes it's just this system is built for me. This is perfect. I get it. I can execute it. The play caller matches with what he's doing, and there's just a chemistry that they've been separated from birth.
Right.
Sometimes that matters. Foles with, like you said earlier, Lamar, Foles with Peterson clicked. You know,
what up, Del Flo?
Back with Hostetler in the 90s, even though it was mostly handing off in defense, but Sims was healthy, and they're like, no, we're staying here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, coaches know, like, we have our struggles, we have our issues, because as much as teams study other teams, they know their own shit even better.
Right.
So we know we can do this. We know we can do that. You got Flacco playing like this? Ride that wave. I like the guy. I always have. I think he's an awesome person. On top of, he's always.
He seems like he's a cool guy.
shit. He does. There was a bunch of Jets social media videos of players going up and saying hello to him and stuff. And he just seems like that cool cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's Rodgers without the ego. People respect him. He's got a ring, but then they also they like the guy.
Mm-hmm. I can go with that.
Ignore that. Yeah. I can't even do it. I don't know. I lost the password. All my cookies cleared the other day because I was trying to clear space on the hard drive from all the porn that Mel had on this laptop that he sent me.
So you're saying someone took your cookies?
Yeah. Anyway,
so I'm diabetic. Cookies don't last long around me, man.
College football playoff. It's about to begin real soon. Obviously, we're gonna end up. We'll talk about it real quick, and then we're gonna shut down shop. So, hey man, talk about it, man. Your boys got to take on Alabama. How you feeling?
Hey man, I'm a little nervous. Of course, a little nervous. Like I said before, huh?
Why? Let's break down why.
Like I said before, man. With Alabama, I'm nervous about the run ability of the quarterback. One thing, I think with Michigan defense, there's not a lot. It's not a lot of individual. They play well as a unit. You know what I'm saying? They do have some good of guys up front, but as a unit, they play well. But
bitches.
They play Liberty, man.
He shows up, man.
Pump your brakes. They play Liberty.
And not the insurance commercial either.
Right, that insurance. Right.
Showing. You got 4 of them. Liberty. That was more exciting than their performance.
Yeah, that was horrible. But so I think that right there scares me about Alabama. Alabama got some excellent backing, quarterbacks. They excellent. Can Michigan receivers get open? Can Jay finish this game enough? Moving down the field. He has the talent. I've seen he has the ability to run himself. He has a nice arm, but sometimes he does have an ability to, almost like we used to say about Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes play hero ball, especially if they get down. Can you just stay with the game plan and keep it moving? So those are some of the things that kind of scare me about Michigan. I think Michigan does have a chance to win this game, but I think it has to be a well-played game as a team. You got to stick with the game plan, be patient, take your shots when you have them, and can Corum get open and, squeeze those holes. If they can establish that run, I think, I know. If they can establish the run with Corum and Edwards coming out the backfield, I think that'll set up the play action and Michigan have a chance to win.
You dominate them in the line of scrimmage, you're in a good position. You got to beat them up front.
Yeah.
You can get that Michigan run game going where they go on those 16 play drives and you're wearing down the deep, like how you beat Ohio State that one year in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
That first time you beat them. That you took their heart, you just kept running the ball down their throat. You didn't give a shit. You brought in different backs and Michigan threw a pick already?
Already? Damn. Here, get that. I watch this.
Well, I guess Harbaugh didn't want to go with the game plan.
I'd like to change my statement by saying
no, they reversed it. So
it's would just like to publicly say, roll tide.
No, they reversed it. It's incomplete, so it's all good. It's second and 10. It's all good. It's all good. But no, and that game is just now starting.
You got to beat them. You got to pummel them in the trenches. You got to keep. You got to have a spy for the Alabama quarterback, and you want to make them one-dimensional with throwing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Michigan's best chance of winning.
Right.
I will say I'm an SEC guy. Tennessee rolling Iowa today made me happy. I think it was 45-0 or some shit like that.
You knew that was going to happen. They got no offense.
Even though I'm a Georgia guy, I know.
They got zero offense.
Beat Penn State the other day. They were up by like 20 at one point. Like I like watching the SEC beat up on the Big Ten. I enjoy that shit. I know Ohio State sat everybody, but they lost too. But these games don't mean nothing. Everybody sits out.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll get more in depth, but we just want to tap in with you guys. Happy New Year's. Man, appreciate all the supporters, those who love and dig our content, man. We appreciate it, man. Y'all know where to find us. Everything's rolling on the bottom of the screen. I.O.W Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and importantly, the YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Hey, just keep spreading the word what we got going on, man. So on behalf of the big homie Nick Sean, Detroit, man.
Can I ask one thing? I'm sorry, Lamar. Can I ask one thing, Michigan related?
Go ahead.
Any concern that he hired the agent of Brady and somebody else who only does like NFL deals?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Every year they say the same thing, so I don't worry about that until it happens. I just don't worry about it until it happens, man. Because Harbaugh, he's a funny guy, man. He's just, I guess, funny as in like weird or quirky kind of.
He's quirky. His ego. He's Saban, right? Like I think I think he should stay in college. I just don't think his shtick will hold up with this day and era in the NFL. He's got to control and micromanage every second of your day like Saban does, and just stay there. You got a good thing going. You've taken over the Big Ten. But I when I saw the agent thing that popped into my head, I wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, he's so quirky. And whatever, Flo.
Hey, you never know.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry, Lamar. I wanted to get that in.
Yeah, you good.
Nah, it's all good. Hey, man, 2024, man. Let's keep it this train. Keep it pumping, man.
I just want to ask Flo a question. How much does it cost to buy a ref?
How much?
Yeah, how much is a ref? What's the going rate? Are they like hookers?
I muted it at halftime. I had zero interest in watching Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones talk to one another. But let me tell you, it was fucking freaky to watch two plastic surgery fans trying to show facial expressions on mute. It was just horror. It was fucking freaky, man. It was like a Freaky Friday movie.
Oh, Lord.
What? Fuck them both.
Oh, my gosh. Jeez, what did they do to you?
Great way to end it, huh?
We showed so much love lately. We had to splash some hate in there.
I see certain things on New Year. Huh?
I felt like I was watching two male Joan Rivers.
Wait a minute, I just realized what that nigga Ant said. Really, bro? That's what we doing? That's what we doing?
Oh, you?
I put it up there, but I didn't pay attention to it. I thought, I'm used to Nick saying,
and I actually support this message.
Oh my goodness, I can't.
That's not what happened, bro. We ain't got time to get into that, but you should have said at the beginning.
I can't with y'all.
You know how the refs left the game the other day?
Right.
They shimmied right the fuck out of there. All right.
We gone.
Cowboys, Happy New Year. Good luck to everyone.
Right.
All right, fellas.
All right. Peace.
Texas wins it all.
Texas wins
it all. It's not a bad take, though. It's not a bad take.
Texas wins it all. Texas blows out Washington tonight.
I don't know about blowing out.
I don't know about a blowout, but
they beat the shit out of them. How's that? The score might be tight, but you're going to watch the game and you're going to say, fuck, Texas is controlling this game. What the fuck? It might be right. It might be wrong.
Yeah, we'll see. But hey, man, we out of here, man. I.O.W Sports. We will see y'all Thursday.
All right. Thursday. I'll be back in the studio Thursday.
Bet that. Hey, peace and love, y'all.
All right. Peace.